really excel in anything, so right? It looks cool, but the tank like the most so far, the Volkodov. Groot is an alien, sentient being, not a tree. You make me sick, Jet. We finally found like what MDC is nerding about, huh? He nerds about Groot. I didn't know MDC is a Guardians of Galaxy fan. Thoughts on Breaker? Kind of disappointing after the Badger. It's exactly like the Tier 10 Badger, just slower most of the time, so kind of disappointing. Okay, I want to, so we type tier 11 in the chat. We'll see my opinion on the tier 11 tanks. Yeah, the gun is great on this thing, but there's also like a million other tank destroyers that have like good guns, you know? The tank itself is pretty slowish, right? If it had armor, it would have been great, but the tank is pretty slowish, so making this armor work, you probably need like a tier 7 game. Because I don't see how like what you can bounce with this, you know? The armor is very situational. Armor is like very unreliable. So you do a lot better with any TD that is just faster, right? Because this tank is like so slowish, you know. It would probably be like just as situational as an STRV, I think. Yeah. Lack of armor combined with not so great mobility is always a downer.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
It's a real shame though, because the gun is amazing. Such wasted potential. A lot of wasted potential. I think at least I would have liked it even more if he would have no armor whatsoever, but be a lot faster, right? Because look at this, you're not exactly fast, but you're not exactly armored either, so what gives? It's just a shame. I fuck off already in there, man. Exactly what I was saying. Morning, Ziga. If we have check TDs, I smell a new check TD line. I don't know. It already has a turbo. I didn't want to like take the XP turbo off and put a normal turbo though. Shell velocity is lovely, you know, fast shells, good penetration, but this tank does nothing Scorpion G or SU-130 couldn't do, you know, and they would do it better too because they got bigger alpha. I think that's exactly how my YouTube title will be, Wasted Potential. It's incredibly wasted potential on this thing.
Penetration. Nothing but scrap metal now.
There's gonna be a lot of tanks coming from the left soon. It's not gonna be very nice for us. Bro, the gun is so nice, man. Fuck, I'm so pissed. The gun is super nice.
Penetration.
Why does the rest of the tank have to be crappy? The gun is so nice. Fuck, I think it possibly has the best stabilization from like any tank destroyer I know. Right? What is the tank with the best stabilization in the game? I wonder, so I can compare it to something. It sucks so much because the gun is great, man. Shit. At least if it had a turret or something. It's Grill. Grill has some of the worst stabilization, bro. What the heck? It's a new tank, yeah. Wait, how is this guy getting blind fired all the time? He's not spotted, right? Somebody blind fired him like completely almost. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the stabilization is kind of close to hacker levels. Maybe not hacker, but tier 10 pattern definitely. It feels like you're playing a tier 10 pattern. That's how stable the gun is on the move. Crazy. Wild. Where the fuck is he? Oh, I couldn't see because of the yardie. It's such wasted potential, like I'm so upset. If this thing was faster, you know, and had a turret and no armor, or if it had armor, oof. I don't think this guy should be pushing right now, because we don't know what direction they're coming from. Let's go, enemy team, push. Push, you have the advantage. I'm guessing they're all low HP or something, because I don't understand why they're not pushing. That guy's in a good position there, because he's gonna like bait anyone who like attacks. The question is, what if they decide not to attack anymore? They keep blind shooting. I'm guessing it's the SZDV, bro. It's blind shooting all the time. Who else would do it? He's been blind shooting this already, like from the start of the game with high explosive. He's only shooting HE. I'm gonna try to attack, maybe. Change the pillows on your couch. I did not. Waffen trigger is up to play. I don't know if the event is live yet. Just tuned in how the new tonks. Volko was great. The other two. Damn, I bounced a shot. Look at that. Volko was great. This one and the Sentinel, kind of average. Laying back. Oh, yeah, you spotted me. Damn, it's advanced arty, boys. Advanced arty. I might get smacked by the other one, by the way, so I shouldn't be laughing.
Enemy armor destroyed.
I should not be laughing. The other one didn't shoot yet, though. I wonder where it's at. If it's not here, we're gonna have to go on Kip. Let's go on Captain. I'll go on the cap. Like, that already can be too far away, but I don't want to bother like chasing it. It could be on the other side of the map, so. Oh. Right down the middle. GG's. It's weird we actually managed to defend the game. He was looking really bad, but that was enough for 8. Weird. Oh, how much did we had in total? .5 key damage and 500 assist. We would have made like 100,000 in total. The ammo and repairs, I guess they don't cost that much. Seems to be decent at making credits. Seems to be decent. You got decent penetration. The gun is like very accurate, so yeah. Seems to be a decent credit earner. So it's another case of the gun is amazing, like has some of the best, if not the best dispersion I've ever seen on a tank destroyer. Like, just doesn't bloom at all, you know, it's super nice. Amazing gun, but the rest of the tank is not so amazing. The armor is very unreliable. 180 lower plate, 215 upper plate. Maybe if some lower tiers shoot you, or maybe some T-rates with APCR, maybe you'll bounce, but you still have the big command aside, so I think the armor is not really usable. Yeah. This tank makes you believe it's a brawler tank. You go in and like fight up close with it, but not really. At least not unless you're like fighting against lower tiers. So the armor is not really usable. The armor is very disappointing. And the mobility of the tank is not great either. I'm gonna switch from XP turbo and put a normal turbo, so I have like, let's say 47 kilometers top speed. And a bit better like acceleration, but it accelerates kind of slow. It's sluggish, you know. It's not exactly a very mobile tank. So that's not really a great combination, because this gun has potential for a lot of damage, but it would need a much faster tank for it to work. So I think I'm gonna say overall the tank is kind of average-ish, because the lack of turret, lack of armor, lack of better mobility drag it down. Yeah. Amazing gun. Everything else not so amazing. It has like some gun depression to 8 degrees, so you can work ridgelines. Like I said, you can fight against tier 7 tanks. If you get some matchup and you're matched against tier 7 tanks, then yeah, you can play it more aggressive. Use the gun depression, right? Camouflage, well, I got 22, 23 stationary, but in the tank's defense, I only have like camo skin on one tank, right? Yeah, if I'd put it on more, we probably get like some better, but I don't think that would change anything, right? It seems more like a support tank. I don't know why they classed it as versatile tank destroyer. It seems more like a support tank. Sit in the back, snipe. If the targets you're going against are have lower penetration, okay, you can maybe bounce some, but otherwise, yeah, it's a terrible disappointment. Amazing gun, but it's being held back by the rest of the tank. Yeah. Well, it is what it is.